So I am going live, and whenever you are able to see this video, you can just let me know by putting in a comment, and hence I'll be notified that the live video has begun. So, starting with today's topic. So, I was discussing this topic with my mother last night, discussing meditation, understanding that how can we really improve the meditation practice. And what is the reason? Why do we feel that we are unable to meditate? और I often hear people saying, हमसे तो meditation नहीं हो पाएगी, हम तो कर ही नहीं सकते, या meditation तो हमारे बस की नहीं है. So these questions come often. So what is the reason? Why are we not able to meditate? And what can be done to support the process of meditation? That is what we're going to discuss today. Because in this group, especially when we are doing the 40-day mandala, we must do something to improve our practice. I don't want these 40 days to just go randomly sitting for you. It should be of some help, right? So if you have been associated with me or have been joining my workshops or anything, you might be knowing that I talk a lot about some subtle bodies, right? But we will discuss them in brief in this video as well. So our body has five subtle bodies, also called as koshas. Okay. So the physical body is Annamaya kosha. Then the second layer is the Pranamaya kosha. The third layer is the Manomaya kosha. The fourth layer is the Vijnanamaya kosha. And the fifth layer, the complete layer, is Anandamaya kosha. So if we understand these five as our levels to evolution, as our levels to our spiritual evolution, in that aspect, the first three, the अन्नमय, the प्राणमय and the मनोमय, अगर मैं उसको ट्रांसलेट करूं तो मेरी फिजिकल बॉडी, मेरी एनर्जी बॉडी और मेरी मेंटल एंड इमोशनल बॉडी, ये तीन चीजें मेरे अगर कंट्रोल में हैं, अगर मैं इन तीनों चीजों को स्ट्रेंथन करता हूं, तो मेरी सारी ये प्रैक्टिसेस इजी हो जाएंगी. विज्ञानमय कोशा अपने आप एक्सेस हो जाता है. विज्ञानमय कोशा का यू कांट डू मच अबाउट इट. दैट्स योर विजडम सोर्स. Only when you really take care of your an, pran, and man, then only the wisdom happens, right? The knowledge becomes wisdom. And Anandamaya Kosha, it's a state that is felt, that is experienced. You can't do anything about it. You reach there. It is like the fruition, right? सो मैक्सिमम काम किस एरिया में करा जा सकता है? मैक्सिमम काम इधर, इधर और इधर. जो फर्स्ट थ्री लेयर्स की हमने बात करी है, अन्नमय कोशा, प्राणमय कोशा और मनोमय कोशा, इन तीनों में सबसे ज्यादा काम अच्छे से हो सकता है. सो why are we unable to sit for meditation? What happens with us? सबसे पहले कि हमारा मन नहीं लग रहा है. अगर मन नहीं लग रहा है तो मन कहाँ जा रहा है? हैव वी ट्राइड थिंकिंग? मन इधर उधर दौड़ रहा होएगा जरूर. देन व्हाट इज द सेकंड थिंग? शरीर में दर्द हो रहा है, टांगों में दर्द हो गया है. माई लेग्स आर एकिंग, माई लेग्स आर पेनिंग. व्हाट एल्स कैन बी अनदर हिंड्रेंस? दैट मेरे सर में दर्द आ गया है, मैं कंफर्टेबल नहीं फील कर रहा हूं. Like this, a lot of physical barriers affect you. At the same time, there are some people who would say, whenever I close my eyes, a lot of negative things come up. I fear जो मैं देख रहा हूं, कहीं वो चीजें बुरे तरीके से पूरी तो नहीं हो जाएंगी. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of worry. Then some people have this thing, whenever I sit with myself silently, a lot of anxiety comes up. डर लगने लग जाता है, घबराहट हो जाती है. What else? If you face anything, you can write it in the comment section, that what happens with you when you feel that it is difficult for you to meditate. A lot of people who have certain traumatic histories also find it difficult. So when they find it difficult, what happens that when they close their eyes, a lot of traumatic instances, a lot of traumatic stories start coming up. So what to do about that? So do we really have to say कि नहीं आप तो meditation ही करेंगे तब सब ठीक हो जाएगा? आप meditation क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं? The thing is the person is unable to. So last night I was discussing this topic that why people are unable to meditate with my mother, and she happened to tell me about one of her friends who always says that मैंने बहुत बारी कोशिश कर ली है पर मैं meditate नहीं कर पाती हूँ. So since I know the person too, I know that the lady we are talking about is so restless. She's so restless all the time. कुछ करना है, ये करना है या कुछ भी नहीं करना है. There is always some kind of unsettled energy. So what does this signify? That there is excessive energy as well. There is so much of excessive energy, and since meditation is a process which calms you down, where you need peace, where you need silence, where you need stillness, a person with energies like this finds it difficult to become like this. This is the simple wave. So if your energies are like this, meditation will make it like this, but to bring it over here is also difficult, right? So then what do we do about that when you have excessive energy? And the other thing, restlessness. A lot of people are so restless. They can't concentrate, they can't focus. So again, what happens here? What happens here? There is this again subtle layer under it. There is this subtle layer which tells us that no, I cannot be silent. I cannot be still. It is not safe for me. Something is happening in the world. Why am I not there? Why am I sitting here? There is this fear of missing out situations, fear of missing out. कि क्या पता मैं इतनी देर जब मेडिटेशन कर रहा हूं क्या क्या हो जाए. So when you miss out on that, that fear also comes up. So if you see, there are so many things which do not allow you to meditate, right? If you have something specific, and the people who are online right now can post what are your challenges when you sit for meditation, and everybody has some challenge, right? What are your challenges? What stops you from meditating? What hinders your process, right? So while some responses will come, if I were to summarize them, one of the hindrances that we discussed is excessive energy. जब हद से ज्यादा एनर्जी है शरीर में कि टिकाव नहीं आ पा रहा है, और मेडिटेशन में टिकाव चाहिए होता है, बैठने की क्षमता चाहिए होती है, सांस पर ध्यान देने के लिए क्षमता चाहिए होती है, राइट? देन अ लॉट ऑफ इमोशनल इश्यूज. So we have so many emotional issues. A lot of people have anger issues. A lot of people have anxiety issues. A lot of people have fears. A lot of people have so many unsettled emotions. For them, the process goes the same. They find it difficult to meditate because those emotions just rise, they pop up. नहीं संभल पाती हैं. What else? Traumatic memories we discussed. So if a person has a lot of, not even lot, even if the person has one traumatic memory and it is so high, it is so dominant in your life, you happen to see it so often, you can't dismiss it. Then what else? Physical barriers. Physical barriers is also one of the reasons. कोई बंदा कहेगा मेरे यहाँ दर्द हो रहा है, मेरे वहां दर्द हो रहा है, मेरी बॉडी में अनईजीनेस आ रही है. एग्जैक्टली, जस्ट लाइक somebody just wrote in the live comment box that when I sit in meditation, I experience uneasiness in the body. Yeah. So the physical body is so uneasy. कभी खुजली होएगी, कभी टांगे हिलाने का मन कर रहा है, कभी लातें सीधी करनी है, कभी सर दर्द हो रहा है, कभी बॉडी में डिस्ट्रेस आ गया, बैठा नहीं जा रहा है. So then that is also physical barrier. So then what do we do? What can be done? So that is what I want to discuss today. So I have heard a lot of masters saying कि कोई बात नहीं, आप मेडिटेशन में बैठे रहो. And वो ठीक हो जाएगा. एंड इट इज एब्सोल्युटली ट्रू. आई हैव डन इट इन माई लाइफ, सो आई नो इट वर्क्स वंडरफुली. But then I was just again, so I'll just share my discussion because I came up with this topic last night only while I was having a really good conversation with my mother. That there are three kinds of people, okay? One who just say that only and only meditate. सारा टाइम मेडिटेशन ही करते रहो. जो भी दिक्कत आ रही है मेडिटेशन कर लो. स्ट्रेस है मेडिटेशन करो, एंग्जाइटी है मेडिटेशन करो, डिप्रेशन है वो करो, फियर है मेडिटेशन करो. हर चीज के लिए उनके पास बस एक ही समाधान है कि जी मेडिटेशन कर लो. दिस इज वन वेराइटी ऑफ पीपल. नोबडी इज रॉन्ग, वी आर नॉट जजिंग एनीबडी, वी आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड कि होता क्या है. देन देर इज दिस सेकेंड कैटेगरी ऑफ पीपल, जो हमारे फैंसी स्पिरिचुअलिस्ट आ गए हैं आज की बाजार में. They have just a modality answer for everything. Oh, you are having this issue, get XYZ modality done. Oh, you have this issue, get this therapy done. Who are just focusing upon certain processes all the time. They are not ready to support their ascension, their awakening, their inner awakening. They're all the time modality based. ये tool मार दो, ये tool कर दो, all the time they have an answer ready. Okay, you have this issue, do this. You have this issue, do this. Sometimes the thing is that you have to let go. Sometimes you just have to pass through that experience to get a resolution. So let's categorize this second category as just either modality based or very highly therapy based people, right? And then there is this third category. Let's consider this third segment as people who know how to balance, people who know how to juggle. When do you need a therapy? When do you need a modality? When do you need maybe external psychological help? When do you need meditation as a practice? You know कि कहाँ क्या काम करेगा. That is where I believe, that is my opinion, that this is likely more stable category of people, and they are assisted in both their works. Their meditative practice helps them improve their therapeutic skills. Their therapeutic skills help them support their meditation practice, helps them deepen it. So the thing is, while a lot of the viewers might have different opinions, I also believe all of us just have our own opinions and we are sharing our opinions. According to my opinions, the first category tends to bypass a lot after a while. Because while meditation is a very powerful, the most dynamic process for your spiritual evolution, there are certain things that you have to directly deal with. You just can't sit with closed eyes every time. Sometimes you have to go through that restlessness. Sometimes you have to face things with your communication. So there is so much that happens, right? So I just would like to consider that somewhere, some aspect is being bypassed. Second category, they use so much of tools that they forget that body also needs its own time. Body needs its own integration process. Body needs to know that body needs to evolve as well, right? While we are not suppressing, while we are deeply treating the issue, it also needs to know that this is our plan, this is the higher plan. So it has to go around it. So we have to trust that as we are passing and growing through our wounds, growing through our life situations, we need to evolve as a better being as well. And the third category, see again, nobody's perfect. No category can be perfect. But this category operates from a space where you are able to evolve spiritually, you're able to deepen your spiritual practices, and at the same time you're able to solve the issues that are coming at hand as well. So ये जितनी भी मैंने बातें करी, मैं कहना क्या चाह रहा हूं, मेरा कहने का सिर्फ ये मतलब है कि जो हमने हिंड्रेंसेस की बात करी है ना, कभी कभार उस पर डायरेक्ट एक्शन लेने की जरूरत होती है. कि अगर मेरी फिजिकल बॉडी में मेरे को इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, so then I really need to sort out my physical barriers directly and support it with meditation. अगर मेरे को बहुत सारे इमोशनल इश्यूज आ रहे हैं, देन आई नीड टू डू समथिंग अबाउट माई इमोशंस, दैट समथिंग, सम वर्क अबाउट माई इमोशंस, आई नीड टू प्रोसेस माई इमोशंस एंड देन कंटिन्यू विद माई मेडिटेशन प्रैक्टिस, ताकि दोनों एक दूसरे को बैलेंस आउट करें और दोनों एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट करें. It's just like left and right. When they come together, they become the the whole and the complete, the union. So that is what is going to help you. So अब उसमें क्या है, हम करेंगे क्या कि अगर आई एम गोइंग टू शेयर सर्टेन प्रैक्टिसेस, ओके, जब आप उनको करने लग जाएंगे तो क्या होएगा, आपकी इमोशनल क्लेंजिंग शुरू हो जाएगी. जैसे जैसे अब आपकी इमोशंस कम, मेडिटेशन की प्रैक्टिस से वैसे नेचुरली भी सब कुछ साफ हो ही रहा था, बट वो थोड़ा धीरे धीरे हो रहा था. द प्रोसेस वॉज गोइंग विद अ वेरी स्मूथ पेस. बट द थिंग इज, टुडे वी हैव द टूल्स. टुडे people who have done their sadhanas have given us the tools which we can utilize to sort out this aspect. And then जब हम इस एस्पेक्ट को सॉर्ट आउट कर लेंगे, वी विल रियलाइज कि हमारा ध्यान अच्छे से लग रहा है, हमारा मन ज्यादा लगने लग गया है, हमसे बैठा जा रहा है मेडिटेशन में. हमारे ट्रॉमा की जो मेमोरीज सामने सारा टाइम आंखों के सामने आती थी, अब वो कम आने लग गई हैं, धीरे धीरे खत्म होने लग गई हैं. मुझसे आंखें बंद करी जा रही हैं, मुझसे ध्यान लगाया जा रहा है. तो वो कैसे होएगा, जब हम अपनी साथ साथ में इनर वर्क को, अपनी साफ सफाई को ऑन रखेंगे. जब हम सिर्फ इनर वर्क करते रहेंगे तो कभी कभार हमारे को शांति भी नहीं मिल पाती है. वी नीड सम काइंड ऑफ पीस, वी नीड सम काइंड ऑफ ट्रैंक्विल एक्सपीरियंस, वी नीड सम काइंड ऑफ डिवाइन एक्सपीरियंस. सो फिर इस काम को हम मेडिटेशन से सपोर्ट करते हैं. So what we are trying to do is that we are trying to balance both the aspects. And that is what I plan to do in the Urja Healing Circles on this group as well. So talking about first, physical barriers. कि physical barriers से फिर हम कैसे ठीक करें? If you want to increase and strengthen your practice of ध्यान, जो हम मेडिटेशन, हम ध्यान की प्राप्ति करना चाहते हैं, बैठने के प्रोसेस को, उस मेडिटेशन के प्रोसेस को धारणा बोला जाता है. आप धारणा करते हो, ध्यान लगता है. सो द प्रोसेस इज अ धारणा. ओके, सो योर आनापानासति का बैठना, ऐसे करना, टांगे क्रॉस करना, फोकस ऑन ब्रेथ, यू आर, सो द प्रोसेस इज धारणा. ओके, एंड आफ्टर अ वाइल विद प्रैक्टिस ग्रेजुअली ध्यान लगने लग जाता है. सो इस प्रोसेस को कैसे इंप्रूव कराया जा सकता है, हमारे फिजिकल बैरियर्स से भी कैसे हम इंप्रूव कर सकते हैं, ठीक कर सकते हैं. हाउ कैन वी ओवरकम? एक्सरसाइज. मेडिटेशन को अगर हम एक्सरसाइज के साथ सपोर्ट करेंगे, इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू वंडरफुली. सो यू कैन राइट दीज थिंग्स फॉर योर सेल्फ. इफ यू स्टार्ट रनिंग, मे बी इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प योर फिजिकल बॉडी. ब्लड में सर्कुलेशन बढ़ेगी, आपके शरीर की प्राण शक्ति बढ़ेगी. जो बॉडी की एक्सेसिव एनर्जी है, जिन भी लोगों को एक्सेसिव एनर्जी का इशू है कि उनसे बैठा नहीं जाता है, सारा शरीर कहता है कुछ करो, मतलब ये करना है, मुझे वो करना है, अभी मेडिटेशन खत्म क्यों नहीं हो रही है, ये 40 मिनट पूरे क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं, या 21 मिनट्स पूरे क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं, जिनके अंदर भी सारा टाइम एक्सेसिव एनर्जी है, ओहो कुछ करना है, मेडिटेशन नहीं हो पा रही है, उनके लिए भी रन. इफ यू कांट रन, बिस्तर पे बैठ के जो हम साइकिलिंग करते हैं, अगर आप लोगों को पता है कि हम ऐसे बेड पे बैठ के अपने पाँव को ऐसे ऐसे हिलाना, बिस्तर पे बैठ के साइकिलिंग करना इज अ वेरी गुड प्रैक्टिस. जॉगिंग, खड़े खड़े भी जॉगिंग कर सकते हो, अपने घर में खड़े खड़े जॉगिंग करो या बाहर जाओ. आई एम मेकिंग दिस वीडियो इन द टाइम्स व्हेन मोस्ट ऑफ अस आर क्वारंटीन एंड इंडिया इज गोइंग थ्रू अ लॉकडाउन, सो वी कांट गो आउट. अपने घर में सिर्फ एक एरिया में तेज चलो, खड़े खड़े जॉगिंग करो. If you have some place like a veranda or maybe a garden, go bare feet, jump, move your body. The whole idea is move your body, shake your body. If you like playing, then go out, play anything. Not indoor game over here, I'll come to indoor games later, but you really need to excessively and vigorously move your body. Yoga is one of the best practices for this, because yoga, the asanas, we are talking about the asanas. So आसन लगाओ, हिलो, शरीर को हिलाओ, because that will align you with your own geometry. While gymming is a good option, it is also vigorous, and it is also somewhere So while you may have many, and I in no way I'm trying to cut down on the positive effects, in terms of meditation, it might not bring you that much of peace. It is too vigorous. So basic चीजें. Yoga is excellent to support a physical exercise in the form of yoga or running, jogging, jumping, that is going to help you. Uh, then coming to diet. Again, with your physical barriers, if you feel कि फिजिकल बॉडी में बैरियर्स है, अपनी डाइट को बदलो. डाइट को जितना लाइट कर सकते हो करो. So while today I'm going to talk about certain foods, in no way I'm asking you to leave the tamasic part or leave that what I'm suggesting is not that good, because I'm not trying to put you into some kind of a spiritual साधना in a way कि जी आपको आश्रम वाली जिंदगी घर पे जीनी है. We have to realize हम लोग इस दुनिया में नॉर्मली जीते हैं. We are social beings. We have our own events, we have our own gatherings, we have our own families, and we are very grounded people in that sense. We have to practice grounded spirituality. So हम क्या कर सकते हैं कि हम अपनी डाइट को improve कर दें. So if you start eating more of vegetables, again there is nothing new that I'm going to share कि oh wow पता नहीं कौन सी knowledge share कर दी. The only thing is it's a reminder to you. If we can have the lighter foods, that is going to help our meditation practice. So then what is the heavy food? Something that is very gross in nature. So meat. Now I'm not asking you to become a vegetarian. It would be very good, but in any case I'm not going against your belief systems. You don't have to come and contradict and tell me the reasons कि okay vegetarians तो ये कर रहे हैं, non vegetarians ये कर रहे हैं. We are over here talking about that what supports your body. So non-veg has very dense vibrations, and we need little lighter vibrations for meditation. जिन लोगों को भी रेस्टलेसनेस और एंग्जाइटी के इश्यूज है ना, वो लोग भी अपनी डाइट पे ध्यान दें. जिनके भी शरीर में अनईजीनेस रहती है, वो लोग अपनी डाइट को और लाइट करें. आई हैव डन इट. इट टुक मी ईयर्स. I mean, I started when I was in my second year of college, and this is my fourth year of education, the higher education, and now I feel I'm very sorted. My diet, I have a good control over it. Eat light. मीट को कम कर सकते हैं. लीफी वेजिटेबल्स बढ़ा सकते हैं. जितना फलाहार खाना बढ़ाएंगे, जितने फ्रूट्स को बढ़ाएंगे, जितने जूसेस को बढ़ाएंगे, उतना अच्छा रहेगा. आप यूट्यूब पे जाइए. आज की डेट में बहुत स्वाद रेसिपीज मिलेंगी आपको. Find those recipes, make those recipes, have smoothies, have lighter smoothies. दूध कम डालो. दूध ज़्यादा बढ़ाओगे, दूध is little also on the denser side. दूध कम करो. नारियल पानी, नॉर्मल पानी को बढ़ाओ. जितना पानी पीते हो उसको 3 गुना ज़्यादा बढ़ा दो. That is also going to support your detox process. Maybe find a health coach. Maybe I'm not asking you to go on strict diets. We are not doing a weight loss or a health specific program. We are just supporting a meditation practice. Just make your diet a little more lighter. Okay? And then exercise in any form, like we discussed, ki walking or something. Like if you notice in the meditation video that I record, what did I suggest? कि अगर आप meditation से पैसे ऐसे हाथों को हिलाना चाहते हैं तो हिलाओ. Why? बिकॉज जो शरीर में इतनी एक्सेस एनर्जी चढ़ी हुई है ना, उसको झाड़ो. यू नीड टू शेड द एक्सेसिव एनर्जी, एंड देन इट विल बी इजियर फॉर यू टू सिट एंड मेडिटेट. ब्लड सर्कुलेशन बढ़ेगा. ठीक है. ओके, ये हो गया हमारे अन्नमय कोशा का एस्पेक्ट. जब ये सॉर्ट होना शुरू हो जाएगा, हमारी मेडिटेशन इंप्रूव होगी. नेक्स्ट, इफ वी डिस्कस आवर मेंटल एंड इमोशनल पार्ट, do some either get consultation from a therapist, or either a spiritual therapist or a psychologist. So get consultations, maybe sort out your emotional processes. There are so many modalities. If you are on this group, while you might be coming from different backgrounds, I guess most of the chunk is from a spiritual background, right? And while I belonged to both the worlds, the psychological therapy and the spiritual therapy, and I'm trying to always merge them both, because we try to claim that this is perfect or this is perfect. Both need to support each other, because nothing is wrong, right? Both the schools are trying to make people feel better. Both the schools are trying to help people. So in that sense, I can maybe suggest you some modalities or maybe certain therapies, and we are going to do these live sessions during this program as well on this group, because I really want us to do something more than our simply sitting for our meditations. We want to support your process. The first thing that is coming in my mind is emotional freedom technique, the tapping technique, EFT. If you have a lot of emotional undealt emotions in your body, so you do the emotional freedom technique. We are going to have a video on this group regarding the same. That is going to help you cleanse your system. That's going to help you deal with your emotions, embrace them, and at the same time process them. Emotions need to be processed, yes. Go if you feel that you have a lot of things to say, इतना कुछ भरा हुआ है कि मेडिटेशन में शांति बेटर नहीं लगती है, बोलना है, either go to a therapist again or have some deep listening sessions. I would like, if you guys are willing to have deep listening sessions, you can comment on this stream so that I can plan. We can connect to, we can connect all of you in pairs, and then you can have deep listening sessions. How are they going to help you? You will empty your system. जब आप अपने सिस्टम को एम्प्टी करना शुरू करोगे, जब शरीर खाली होना शुरू होएगा, मेडिटेशन में ज़्यादा ध्यान लगेगा, ध्यान लगाने में मज़ा आएगा, थॉट्स कम आने शुरू हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि जितनी बातें भरी पड़ी थी वो साफ होनी शुरू हो जाएंगी. जर्नलिंग, जब तक कोई पार्टनर नहीं मिलता बातें करने के लिए, कोई नहीं है सुनने वाला, लिखो. लिखो, पेपर को फाड़ो, फेंक दो. लिखो, पेपर को जलाना है, जला दो. लिखो, कुछ नहीं करना, उसको लिखो. You just have to again use your energy somewhere to clean that excessive energy, that excessive desire to communicate, to express. It is so important you process that. Okay. The other thing, so again, dealing with emotions. So a lot of people go for, a lot of you can go for inner child work. Why again? Because again, so a lot of us have childhood emotions which are undealt, which are suppressed, which are repressed, which are abandoned. How do we deal with that? Again, while meditation can heal it in on its own, it is going to take time over there, right? So now we have certain practices which can directly help you, you know, support your healing, assist your processes. So why not utilize them? So maybe, do some childhood work, understand more about your childhood, embrace that part of yours. Maybe go for, as much as inner work, basically, whatever suggestions you have, whatever try to look within, go deeper, self reflection. Self reflection is the word over here. Utilize that aspect, see in what way you can utilize that, right? Other thing, so a lot of people also go for regression therapy, going back into different aspects and memories of their life. It can be this life or it can be a past life. That process also wonderfully complements your cleansing, your emotional management, your spiritual management wonderfully. Because I'm a regression therapist myself, I know how amazing it is. What else? So then, also, connecting with, you know doing more grounding exercises. नंगे पाँव चलना, वॉकिंग बेयर फुट, मिट्टी के ऊपर नंगे पाँव चलना. इफ़ यू रियलाइज, मैंने थोड़ी देर पहले बोला था कि अगर गार्डन है घर में तो उस पर नंगे पैर उछलो, so that you connect directly with the earth as well. Ground yourself. Eat foods which are grounding. जितनी भी चीज़ें धरती के नीचे उगती हैं, आलू, बीटरूट, स्वीट पोटैटो, मूली, गाजर, चॉकलेट, लाइक वो तो कोकोआ ऊपर उगता है, बट इट्स वेरी ग्राउंडिंग इन नेचर. सो हैव थिंग्स विच ग्राउंड यू. गुड़, लिटिल वार्म थिंग्स, शक्कर, you can make teas for yourself. अपनी चाय में दालचीनी, लौंग डाल सकते हो. That is going to help you with the grounding process. So things like these, using, oils. I'm going to come to oils, herbs, etc. That how do they help us? So there is so much of emotional management that needs to happen. So understand your emotions, work with them. Feeling them fully is going to help you the most, because we need to process them. And or even the modalities make you feel them fully only, because until and unless they are properly processed, you know, they really are not ready to be released. So doing a lot of breath work, playing with your breath, doing rebirthing breath work, holotropic breathing, all these things, yogic breathing, कपाल भाती का process यहाँ पे बहुत help करेगा breath work में. So these things also help you manage your emotional and mental system. Then self-care practices, etc. The list is endless. Sorting out your relationship with your parents, doing a lot of parental processes, forgiveness processes, sorting out your generational trauma, your family generational trauma, you're sorting out your ancestral transgenerational conditionings, inheritance, उन सारी चीज़ों को. So moving on to the energy body aspect of it. जितनी एनर्जी को बढ़ाओगे अपने आसपास, उतना ज़्यादा मेडिटेशन में मन लगेगा. जितनी ज़्यादा एनर्जी को बढ़ाओगे, आई एम रीडिंग द कमेंट्स, आई विल कम बैक टू द कमेंट्स इन अ व्हाइल वंस आई जस्ट कंप्लीट दिस टॉपिक. सो एनर्जी बॉडी की शक्ति को, एनर्जी बॉडी की क्षमता को बढ़ाओ. सो प्राणमय कोशा, उससे भी नेचुरली, प्राणमय कोशा इज व्हाट माय एनर्जी इज, बट व्हेन देयर विल बी एन एनर्जी फ्रॉम द एक्सटर्नल सोर्स एज वेल, इट विल इंटरट्वाइन, राइट? कि अगर ये बाहर की एनर्जी और ये मेरे अंदर की एनर्जी है, जब ये दोनों आपस में आएंगे तो ये मिलेंगे ना. सो देन दे विल बूस्ट, दे विल कॉम्प्लीमेंट ईच अदर, दे विल अपलिफ्ट ईच अदर. So we need to raise the energies. So with the food, with the lighter food, with the more nourishing foods, ghee, tori, pumpkin, while you may not like the taste, just find some really tasty recipes. You can really find them. It's all over internet today, or a lot of Ayurvedic people and a lot of people have amazing recipes. The white pumpkin, ash god, all these things are kheera, tomato, all these things which are very fresh. They also raise your energies. देन कनेक्टिंग विद नेचर, घर पे पौधा लगाना, अपने आसपास एक पौधा रखना, हगिंग द ट्रीज, प्लेइंग विद मड, गुडाई करना, पौधों की सफाई करना, पौधों को पानी देना, टॉकिंग टू पेरेंट, टॉकिंग टू प्लांट्स, connecting with different nature elements, using essential oils, using herbs, burning herbs, जो burning natural incenses, they are going to raise the energies. What else is natural? Crystals. So like I will show you that I like holding crystals. So like this is a Lemurian quartz. You can hold any, I'm just showing you what I have around me. So when I clasp my hands, I hold the crystal in my hands. It also helps me strengthen my meditation practice. You can hold your favorite crystals in your hands, right? Similarly, you can diffuse oils around you. You can burn certain herbs if you have that knowledge. If you do not have that knowledge, relax. I'm just giving you a plenty of things that ये भी कर सकते हो, ये भी कर सकते हो. जितना हम साथ साथ अपनी बाकी चीजों को मैनेज करना शुरू कर देंगे, हमारा ध्यान ज्यादा लगने लग जाएगा. बस यही मेरा मोटिव है ये सारी बातें करने का. Then, you know, having flowers around, planting flowering trees or bringing flowers in your home, keeping them in pots vagera is also going to help you, because flowers have a lot of the flower power, right? So the flower power, utilize that. And then what else can you use? Progressive relaxation नाम का एक मेथड होता है. I can think, if somebody can remind me as well, we can do a progressive relaxation ka process in the group, or maybe you can find it online and practice some kind of progressive relaxation. Do some release work, the letting go practices. While it takes time to let go, you need to process things to let go. But at the same time, once you let go, you lighten your energies, you free yourself from that baggage. तो अपने आप ध्यान ज्यादा लगेगा. ठीक है जी. So I will just complete this thing. Also, a lot of forgiveness works. So when we forgive, we really release a very heavy part that we have been carrying. We release that. So again, forgiveness does not happen in air. I forgive you बोल देने से कोई भी forgive नहीं कर पाता है. You need to process those emotions. So emotion by emotion, लगे रहो। अभी आपके हम सबके पास बहुत ज़िंदगी बची हुई है, उसको यूटिलाइज करो, इन्वेस्ट करो अपनी सेल्फ ग्रोथ पर, और फिर उसको कॉम्प्लीमेंट करो मेडिटेशन के साथ। सो व्हेन यू विल, बिकॉज वाइल ये सब झाड़ू मारना है, साफ करना है, हमारी बॉडी को, हमारी आत्मा को, हमारी अंतर चेतना को, हमारी शक्तियों को जगाने का रियल प्रोसेस, द रियल प्रोसेस इज देन मेडिटेशन। ये सब हमारे को साफ कर रहा है। साफ करते करते हमारे को शक्तियों को बढ़ाना भी है, हमारे को स्पिरिचुअली इवॉल्व भी करना है, हमारे को अपने अंदर के मास्टर को भी जगाना है, जो हमारा जो द गॉड विद इन मी की जो हम बातें करते हैं, कि अहम ब्रह्मास्मि की जो हम बातें करते हैं, उसको जगाना भी है, राइट। सो वहां पर आपको मेडिटेशन हेल्प करेगी। सो स्टार्ट कंबाइनिंग दीज थिंग्स। And now I'll just take the questions. If you guys are watching and if anybody is live, you can post your questions. I will also read the comments that have already come and try and answer them. I hope I'm able to bring some clarity about what can be done and what is good. So somebody says, yeah. Yeah. So somebody says ki I have started brisk walking, but my ankles are clutched. So as if somebody has tied them. So there are two things. One, sometimes the energy is being cleansed. So जिस भी पार्ट से हमारी एनर्जी साफ हो रही होती है, या तो वो एरिया जम जाता है एकदम से, या वहाँ हैवीनेस आ जाती है, या वहाँ पे जो हमारी एनर्जी बॉडी की सारी नसें, नाड़ियाँ जो हमारी हैं, एनर्जी ट्यूब्स, वो साफ हो रही होती हैं, इसलिए भी वहाँ पे टाइटनेस आ जाती है. द अदर थिंग कैन बी यूर एक्सपीरियंसिंग some divine presence. And the third thing can be you actually have some physical pain. So then what you can do, imagine करो कि ये आपकी एड़ियां हैं, ये आपकी ankles हैं. So before meditation, move them like 5 times in one direction, 5 times in another direction. You can use some oil, to ease that area. तिल के तेल को भी अगर आप वहां पे लगाओगे, सो वो एरिया ईज होना शुरू हो जाएगा. मूव देम. आई ऑलवेज सजेस्ट मूवमेंट, डांस, सिंगिंग, चैंटिंग, Okay, so we might also involve chanting. Chanting is one of the best practices to calm your energies and to then prepare you for meditation. So for you, movement, just move them, right? And if you have the knowledge of acupressure, so you can also just press अपने ankles वाले areas. So हमारे ankles का जो area होता है, हमारी ये बीच वाली 2 उंगलियों के टॉप का और ये जोड़ का, इसको हल्की सी अच्छे से मसाज स्टिमुलेशन दे सकते हो. So again, it will just open the channels. Once the channels will be open, energy का flow easy हो जाएगा. Energy का flow easy हो जाएगा तो ध्यान और अच्छे से लगना शुरू हो जाएगा. So next person says, yeah. So guys, when there's a lot of restlessness, our spiritual texts also say कि जब हमारे शरीर में बहुत ज़्यादा restlessness होती है, तो हमारी कर्मा की शुद्धि भी हो रही है. Because meditation is also a karma cleansing process. It cleanses your karma. It helps you ease it down. It helps you to manage it. So it is a very good karma manager. So our body physically releases. So body restlessness is also a sign of that. Especially जब वो legs में आता है, so वहाँ से वो release हो रहा है. But if you want to support the process, then what you can do, you can just tap your legs. You can tap them, you can press them, you can again apply some oil and do some leg exercises. So learn either from a yoga teacher, find out there are so many resources, do something to move this area, because when this energy will, the physical body will move, channels open up. When the channels open up, हमारा मेडिटेशन अगेन ध्यान अच्छे से लगेगा, और अदरवाइज भी लाइफ में बहुत बेनिफिट मिलता है. Okay, so yeah, I have to shake my legs. So yeah, so shaking your legs before the meditation is very important. Shaking your body in general to improve the circulation. But during the meditation, there is no need to shake as such. अगर पाँव सो जाते हैं और टांगे सो जाती हैं, वो अलग कारण है. Then we might also need to focus upon the excessive fat that we are storing in our body, right? And फिर धीरे धीरे आदत पड़ जाती है और सारी बॉडी अपने आप एडजस्ट करने लग जाती है. Okay. How can we stop the mental chatter? So it has been discussed. Just go back, see this video once. I'm just about to complete the streaming. So we have discussed many methods how to stop this chatter, because the mental energy. So since you've asked, I would suggest any form of chanting. chanting is an excellent method. So chant either some mantra, chant some affirmations, soulful singing. So I won't suggest music like jazz and rock and metal. That doesn't ease your brain process. That makes it more anxious. While some may enjoy it, and it is okay and it is wonderful that you enjoy it, but something which is relaxing and peaceful, there are a lot of beautiful, very beautiful chants available on YouTube and so many other portals. So chant at least 5 to 10 minutes. कुछ नहीं आता है आम की चैंटिंग, प्रॉपर आम की आवाज निकालते हुए मिनिमम 5 to 7 10 मिनट्स की चैंटिंग करके रोज शुरू करो. एंड बिफोर मेडिटेशन करोगे तो और बेनिफिट मिलेगा, बिकॉज देन यू हैव यूटिलाइज दैट एनर्जी समवेयर, एंड देन एग्जैक्टली आफ्टर दैट, बिल्कुल उसके बाद आप मेडिटेशन के लिए बैठ रहे हो, सो वो ज़्यादा हेल्प करेगा. So maybe you can start that. Okay. Anybody has any more questions? You can post. Otherwise, I guess I'm done for the day. Just watch this video, make some notes, and my only suggestion is हम लोग चीज़ें सुन लेते हैं, बहुत खुश हो जाते हैं, अरे वाह ये मज़ा आ गया, अरे वाह ये भी करा जा सकता है, but then we forget to literally do them. So the thing is that you plan at least the top 3 practices or the top 5 things that you're going to do after watching this video to support your meditation practice, to help you overcome the hindrances. So what are you going to do? So एक पेपर पेन लो या अपने फोन का मेमो खोलो, कुछ भी करो, and then just plan, what am I going to do? What are my action steps? So while I'm about to close this video, I'll share my top 3 things that now I'm going to do to strengthen my meditation practices. Is one, make my body move more. So I'm going to incorporate some more yoga asanas and at the same time move my body. My second thing is that I'm going to involve more of nature around me. I'm planning to keep a plant in my room. I anyway indulge a lot with oils and herbs. So I'm going to I'm going to make some blend for myself, which will support my meditation practice. And third, I would like to use a lot of chanting for myself. I enjoy chanting, and because other things I take care of a lot. So while I do a lot of processes, after this video, these are the top 3 things that I'm going to do for myself. What are your top 3 things? You can post them in this streaming comment box. So thank you so much. I really hope this video helps you out to improve your practice and has answered many things which you were always thinking, that how do we combine the different practices? Is it okay? How is it going to help, etc., etc.? You can still post your questions. Okay, so one more question has come. Would you suggest doing yoga first or meditation? Yoga first. Because when the body will move, after that, when you will meditate, you'll find it easier. This is my opinion. Okay. So, yeah. So, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this live streaming. I'll see you soon. And thank you. See you.